The Restaurant of the Future is an initiative of Wageningen University Research Center together with three private partners, Sodexo, Knowles IT and Campri, setting up a new infrastructure, enabling us to do research with new methods and techniques in observation of consumers in the process of eating and drinking. For us, it's not important what consumers tell that they will do. We want to see what they are actually doing. In order to enable that, you need an infrastructure which is more than a set of cameras and some other automatic materials. You really need what ultimately now became the Restaurant of the Future. Our research will allow industry to develop foods tailored to consumer needs. Our research will also provide strategies to governmental agencies to influence consumer food habits. Restaurant of the Future is unique for a number of reasons. First of all, it's an infrastructure with new technology enabling us to actually see what people really do, so that we don't have to ask them what they feel, but that we can see what they're actually doing. It's unique because it's a multidisciplinary team of scientists, from psychologists to food technologists, that work in this area together. It's unique because it's a collaboration between industry together with university. It's unique because it's here in Wageningen, within the food valley, with all these individual food companies nearby. Take the hypothetical case of a Japanese sushi manufacturer who wants us to find out what's the best way to introduce a sushi product in the Netherlands. First, we would go to the innovation kitchen. There, the sushi chef, together with our staff, would prepare the product and hand over the product to the consumers who are waiting in the adjacent room. There will be a series of tests, and feedback will be given to the sushi chef.
Okay, you all got 4 sushis. Please, for yourself, look at them. Which one do you like most? Also, why do you like it most? Just the looks of it. And after that, taste the sushis and also think for yourself, what do you like, what don't you like, what do you want to have changed? Okay, you can start.
At this stage, the panelists are separated by dividers, so they can make up their own minds and taste for their own. But later on, the panel leader will lower the dividers, so a big table will be there, round table will be there for the discussion. And that discussion again will be seen by the product developers on the other side. We might give them products with different texture. One might be very sticky, the other might be more soft. And we also change the appearance of it, and then they might say, well, we like the appearance of it, but not the texture of it. While another one, they dislike the appearance, but like the texture, and then we can combine that and go on with the product development.
Secondly, the product would go to the sensory laboratory. There, trained panelists would describe the sushi on the basis of a number of attributes, enabling us to compare various sushis with each other.
The Sensory Lab is the analytical heart of the Restaurant of the Future. The test panel will analyze a product on certain attributes. For example, how sweet, how sour does the product taste. It can be either mouthfeel attributes, how thick a product is, how difficult to swallow a product is. We use mainly trained panelists. That means prior to the actual analysis of a product, they have undergone a training where we let them taste and smell products as references. For example, if they taste tomatoes in a training session, they will have tasted very sweet tomatoes, very sour tomatoes. So when they test in the actual testing, they already have a reference where they compare the product to. This is the face reader. That is a new technology we will use in the restaurant of the future. Here we can measure emotions panelists show while they taste food products. Mainly we concentrate on happy and how disgusted the face expression is. And we can monitor this through the whole tasting process.
In the mood labs we can see the influence, for example, of ambience on the acceptance of the sushi product by creating different ambience for the same product and see how consumers behave.
What we have done now is to create different atmospheres, different ambience, and we changed the social company. Here there are sitting 4 persons in a nice ambience, and in a moment you see only 1 person in a simple session. By changing the ambient odor, the furniture or the lighting, we can test what the influence is on the food choice and eating and drinking behavior. In the same rooms we can test people's emotions, and we can measure that with physiological measurements like heart rate and skin conductance. And for instance we can test the stress of people or the relaxation.
Fourthly, if required, we can use the psychophysical laboratories to study on special things like swallowing or mastification or the influence of aroma or the influence of taste on a very specific basis.
In a psychophysical lab we normally perform experiments on 1 person, and what we do is we present tastes and odors, often in combination, and we can do it well controlled in time. So we present odor in the nose, taste in the mouth, and the person perceives this as if it was presented simultaneously by a food. The trick is now that we can control how much odor is released in time and how much taste is released in time. And this allows us to investigate the exact contribution of odor and taste to the overall perception of the food.